Hi. Hi, happy day. Thank you for visiting my channel. I'm holding a guitar. I'm not going to play any music. I don't know anything. I'm just holding it. I'm just getting used to the energy of it. Hi, happy day. Thank you for visiting my channel. If you're new here, my name is Miriam. My name is Miriam. I am a many things, but more than anything, I'm some person on the internet for some reason popped on your stuff. And now, whenever I go into a rambling mess and don't know what I'm saying, you do know what I'm saying. Okay? So that's why we're here. I don't know if this is literally your first time meeting me. I don't know why I'm being so rude to you. But there's some type of energy with you. I just start victim blaming you. 101 as I say it, too. So you got some type of energy going on. Oh, Lordy. And so, anyway, let me tell you about yourself then. Last night, this is how I guess I'm starting. Last night, I wake up to the sound of my own voice shouting. You think you can hide something that is so clearly seen? I don't know. It was I turn over, immediately touch my phone. 4 a.m. on the dot. 1:41 as I say that. It was 4 a.m. on the dot. I had to get up for a little bit. I had to like, what is going on? And it wasn't just, it was so strange. It wasn't just like to like a single person. It was to, I mean, it was, but it was to like a board of people, to like, I don't know if it's like necessarily like a politician or a hearing or, but people of authority, 222, as I'm saying this, there is a deep sense of justice in you. And at this point, you're just so fed up with the fact that this is a blatant truth, and yet lies continue to be spoken in some way that's just so dumb. Like, just stop. Just stop. Quit lying. You know when you meet that person who just lies for no reason, they just be lying. They just be lying. Oh my God, I promise you, you are not in the NFL. You keep telling me that you're in the NFL and you're here, you're just on the off season. Some people are in the NFL. The thing is that like we how are you like right now I feel like I would hear in the news if you were the only female NFL player, but you're telling me that you were in the NFL and have been for years. After a while, you just gotta be like, you know what? I'm gonna just let it be. Because they gonna lie. If they gonna lie, they gonna lie. Okay? That ain't none of our business. So just let them live their lives. Let them live their lies. It's like one letter off from lies, you know? The only difference is V. And that doesn't even have a very specific letter or number to it, depending on which numerology you're looking at. This is the dress I wore yesterday. It's one of my favorite dresses, but it's white, so I gotta be careful. But it does a good job of not getting stained too much, and it has a pattern that if there is stains, it's hard to notice. It doesn't show my pit stains too much, but it does still reveal them a bit. but not too noticeably. Ble- Bleep. It's important to wear clothes that feel good for you, especially because at right now, all the ways that you are that all the ways that energy is leaching from you is becoming far more apparent, even in the tiny ways. And it's like your soul has already prepped you like with all these things. Like you kind of had like a lot of like everybody was just like, ugh! And it's almost like you were the one who was always like freaking out or what, like going through these like dark nights of the soul, going through these spiritual awakenings. Everybody else was just like, okay. And you're like, why am I freaking out? I thought everything was okay. I thought I was okay. I'm grown up now. I thought I was okay. But then things still happen. Sometimes bills are late. Sometimes the house is dirty. Sometimes, like you just don't feel like, sometimes you just are not feeling like it because you've been going through dark nights of the soul. It wasn't even a dark night. It was like you were in Alaska in the winter. And if you don't know about Alaska in the winter, I haven't been there. But one day, I think I meant to be there, at least to visit. But it's it's night for a long time, and then it's day for a long time too. Because of where it is, I think that you can do your own research. Okay, you nerd. I play rock and roll. Anyway, So yeah, I fully was so shocked with. And you think I'm pointing, but higher up, like this, like up to a council. You think you can lie? Cause I too be like, what you lying for? But also, at one point in my life, I was the liar. But I'm a sweet baby angel. No, everybody can do whatever, anything. To some people, I am probably like really, really bad to them. Granted, I was never like evil. And honestly, even the people that I've been in fist fights with, I have become friends with after the fact. But my evil was lies. I would lie. And what was evil about it, 818, as I say this, what was evil about it was that I knew that I had an ability, an intellect, an emotional maturity, and understanding higher than the people that I was manipulating. Even though they were my same age or older or adults. It was almost like the skill I was taught to lie to my mother in order for my abuser to still abuse me. I then wanted control over that power. And as opposed to using it to hurt myself, I still dabbled in predatory behavior. A lot of times I still just wanted people to like me. And that was the case. I would get people to like me. Sometimes I didn't want people to like someone else. But I still wanted them to like me. The feminine energy that is bestowed upon women, but then the way that society raises women causes it to be once again perverted. perverted femininity is often going to look more, or toxic femininity is going to look more like manipulating people's emotions, not being able to handle your own emotions. And the female energy is meant to guide spiritually. I'm pretty sure I've said this so many times, but I'm just going to say it again because this might be the only video of mine that you see. Adam and Eve. Adam was made from sand, dirt, sand, earth. Adam was made of earth. Eve was made of Adam. They are simply different beings. They are simply different species. Still having access to the earth through Adam, but Adam was still a different ingredient. 11:11 as I say this. He was now a different ingredient. He was meat, he was flesh. Earth became flesh, and flesh became Eve. Women, the women of today. There's other stuff, there's other like dark femininity and all that. If you want to get into that, I'll do it another day. But I'm not gonna do that right now. Because every female can be toxic. Not just the one stories that are all this, oh, and it's this woman and it's this woman. At any point, any woman can be both. It really just depends on who is viewing her. With a more complex ingredient, that means the duties of that new being are going to be a bit more complex. Even understanding how come that ingredient is different, because it's not earth anymore. Earth, Adam, Adam, Eve. And even whenever it comes to, we can talk about it biologically, but even whenever it comes to within us, there is simply, these are different energies. And the reason why the masculine energy needs to be, because masculine energy is all material world and very much like, I'm going to move materially. The femininity is in the material world. And the masculinity, the crown chakra, is in the spiritual world. So the masculine energy allows you to navigate the material world even though it's not in the material world. And the feminine energy helps you navigate the spiritual world even though it's in the material world. So yeah, if you want a little boyfriend or girlfriend, go ahead, go get yourself a little boyfriend and girlfriend if you want to, 'tis the season. But also, you can have a little boyfriend, girlfriend in yourself. Like, I hear, feet don't fail me now. Take me to the finish line. Don't make me cry. In the meantime. Yeah, I don't know the words to that song if y'all didn't notice. But I know the general vibe. That's like a lot of Lana Del Rey songs. I was introduced to Lana Del Rey by my best friend, and she was going through it. So it was like at one point I was listening to it, like all of, like not all of her songs, but a lot of her songs, um, on repeat for like 2 months, and I still don't know the words. I was like not really there for the music. I was there for my best friend. We were alchemizing together. But I think that song is called "Born to Die." "Born to Die" by Lana Del Rey. I think right now it's a very scary time. I think right now there's a lot of things going on that really add to the fear, and nothing is better than having a fearful kundalini to control. Whether it's you think it's some huge conglomerate, and whether it's government, whether it's a relationship that you're in, or whether it's the egos within you that are controlling you, the best way to control yourself is through fear. And the only way to cure fear is through a vibrant flame of love. And any flame is naturally going to burn something, even if it's tiny, even if it's just a little candle, even if it's just a little tiny baby smolder of an ember. That's just how it works. That's the element. Spreading just a little bit of love. Spreading just a tiny bit of your flame will create a wild fire of love. I say here to bring on revelations, because in Revelations, after saying that fire is love, they say the world ends in fire. And what a beautiful story, and what a great way to scare people and make them think, oh no! Because, like, people do die from that, you know? People actually do die from that, and some people don't die from it. But a part of them really is changed. It's scary. Fire is scary. And somebody who has survived fire isn't going to just be, like, in love with it all of a sudden. It's going to be a little bit scary. And when you smell smoke, you're going to be scared. The thing about a flame and about the smoke it creates, a lot of times even being able to see a flame comes from the fact that the fuel sources are pure, and the smoke comes from impurities and stuff burning off, and matter, I think, and carbon, but it's or the reaction, it's the leftover, and then once it's done, ash, it's just dust. What am I doing with that? The flame fuel is pure. And so when a fuel source is extremely pure, you can't even see the flame, but it still burns the same. This is this is rainy. This is rainy. That's what I feel like. That's who I feel this is. Because I remember pure purity. Oh my gosh. Y'all check out Treetop Mystic 444. I just did an interview yesterday with Rainy, and Yeah, that was not me. I feel like that was Rainy. I mean, we found out yesterday that we are very close in the collective for sure. So I'm not surprised, but I think that's why. So thank you, Rainy, for giving me that little dose of like your journal, and so then I can plant that seed a little bit in myself. That was nice comprehension just now. Oy, oy, oy. I feel like a sigh of relief and comfy and all that. I am actually going to get off here and start doing some music stuff and go live my life. I I am so thankful to all of y'all. Um, it has really been mm, it has really been nice getting to know everybody and hearing y'all in the comments, seeing how y'all support me on Patreon, giving y'all private readings, whether it's through these interviews or through private services, because I get it, some of y'all do not want to be, y'all just want to figure out what's going on and work on it. I hear you, I feel you, so thank you to y'all who are willing to, who are able, really, because I know if all of y'all were able to and could, y'all would, and that's really what it feels like more than anything. That's why it matters so much to me. All like, that's why it feels nice, but it's also very much no strings attached. Like, at any point, if every single one of y'all were like, okay, I'm done hearing from you now, I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. All right, that's cool, that's cool. There are other people who need to hear me right now, you know? Um, but so far, what it really has been is, at least that's how I went into it. And so far, really, what it has been is comfortable. And it's balanced. And whenever I set boundaries, everybody's listening to my boundaries. They're not, like, it's not anything strange. I mean, there was somebody who I had to get some type of loud with, and once called out on the video, they stopped and they apologized, and because I knew what they were doing. Um, but yeah, it's been really a cool journey, and I'm excited to see what journeys y'all have. Um, I would love for y'all to share them with me in some way. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. 23, 23. And that's pretty cool. And I think that's pretty cool. I looked up, guys. Hold on, hold on. Just give me a second. No, then it's this one. And that's music. Could you imagine? I just hop on stage and just go up there and do it. And I'm like, and that's it. Confidence is really the main part of it. If you're just confident, people will believe you. Do I use my thumb? Yes. To to yes. And I don't have small hands. I have long fingers and hands. So I could definitely do it. But this is some of the weakest fingers. And look how long my nails grow. I just cut them. And this is like, it's time again. I'm thankful though. It's because health. That's health. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go live my life. I'm gonna go enjoy whatever I enjoy. And yeah, I'm sending y'all much love from whatever y'all get from this. And if you're curious about any of the things, I'm just putting the stuff in the description below, and you can look at the description. The description is going to be pretty much the same every time, so the title will change. So unless there's going to be something wild in there, I'll tell you. But for the most part, yeah, if you're wanting to specifically get in contact with me directly that isn't through the comments, through a private way, you can. I think if you're any type of paid member, even the 222 tier, you're able to privately message me, and that's once a month. But also, if you just don't have money, that's okay too. You can still reach out to me on Patreon for free. Except you do have to. There is payment. There is energy. You have to go to a different platform, which is Patreon, and then go to the free tier, and then you can get into the Synchronicity Sagas chat and the I'm Seeing Numbers chat. You can put the numbers that you're seeing in there. You can put whatever you want in there. Essentially, it's just giving you an option to speak with me on a slightly more private platform. Um, and also, my email is there too. Y'all can email me at synchronicitysagas@gmail.com. Um, blah, blah, blah. Um, yeah. Okay, that's plenty of stuff. It's nice to feel nice. It's good to feel good. And I love to feel love. But more importantly, feeling love from myself has been the hardest and most beautiful, confusing, painful, and I survived a journey. Granted, the eyes that survive are sometimes egos, and sometimes it's me, and sometimes it's whatever. When you've lived a life where people have taken so much, or you've been taught to take, that's what you do. Sometimes you take and then you overgive, and then there's no in between. And sometimes you just get stuck in one gear. So afraid to pop into the other one. So terrified of becoming that thing. Okay. Well, y'all keep a lookout for the numbers and whatnot. And definitely stay synchronized.